Hi everyone, welcome to Saturday's strength training. It is going to be legs, biceps, and core. So we're going to be starting off with reverse grip bicep curl, keeping my shoulder to my elbow in the same spot, making sure my wrist is straight so I'm not like leading with it or letting it dangle down either, focusing on keeping it nice and straight as I curl. It's going to be 5 sets of 8 reps per arm. Moving on is going to be a glute activation exercise. It's going to really wake them up for our legs to come, okay? So you can get to a wall, a pillar. This is fine for me. The farthest I want to be is about like elbow to shoulder distance away. And I'm going to just drive that leg into the wall or whatever, the pillar. Okay, I'm driving this leg outward as well, and this one is driving into whatever I'm leaning on. I'm still standing tall through here, so I'm not leaning my hip over or leaning my hip over, anything like that. I'm just going to elevate, drive this knee into the wall or the rig, and drive this knee outward without doing that. All right, with my foot, I still have whole foot contact. I'm just focusing on driving both of my legs outward. That is going to be 5 sets of about 15 to 20 seconds per leg on this one. Our third movement we're going to be doing is bird dog holds, okay? So this is going to be our core work. I'm creating a square through here, making sure that I'm not too rounded and I'm not too arched. I'm nice and straight, and I'm going to just extend as far as I can with opposite arm, opposite leg, without manipulating anything through here. And I'm trying to be as straight as possible, lock everything out, without shrugging, without swaying my hips, okay? Without being too much in this direction. Holding that, it's going to be 10 to 15 seconds per side. Next movement for leg is single leg hamstring curl, okay? So I've banded the band a little lower. Now with the band resistance, it'll get, easier as my leg extends, harder as my leg curls. So you'll notice a difference in resistance. It's fine. That's what bands are supposed to be designed for. What I want to make sure is you're not too far away where you're trying to feel tension the entire time through the band, because this is a very easy exercise to arch your back, wiggle around, not pull the movement right. So let's go over some of those things. So I'm going to make sure I can keep my core in a neutral position. All right, I don't want to arch my back. I don't want to tuck my back too much. I'm focusing on keeping it neutral. I can keep my hands like this if I want to. I find it better a little bit more for me. I'm going to keep myself keep my arms underneath my shoulders. I can kind of brace into the mat a little bit more, keep that neutral in my core. All right, so from here, I'm going to curl in, right? Bring my heel as close to my butt as I can, come back out. Notice my hips are staying steady. All right, I'm going to do another few reps. Now I'm going to arch my back or pick my butt up, which is what a lot of people do in this one. Right, that's where the body wants to go in order to perform the exercise, but then we're getting help from the low back and we're losing stability. So again, you're finding your neutral, you're locking in your core, pulling that in. Moving on for more bicep work is going to be our rope curls. So I move the attachment down below. If I was a little bit shorter, well actually for this height here, it's not going to work because see how I curl? I don't get the full range of motion I'm looking for. So some of us might have to back up a little bit more. So now when we straighten out the arms, we can get a full range, okay? For this one, or as usual, I'm not going to have your bicep from your shoulder move. So I'm not going to pull it up here to finish the curl or let my elbows sneak back like this or move them out wide. I'm going to hug my body with my elbows, stand nice and tall, making sure I'm keeping my shoulders back and down, and of course, engaging my core. It's going to be 5 sets, 8 reps. Our core movement that we're going to be doing is straight leg mountain climbers, and they're going to be strict, okay? These are not easy. So I'm going to be in a mountain climber position, but I'm going to bring my leg up as high as I can towards, let's say, the wall in front of me. I'm not trying to bring it as high, but I don't want it to drag across the floor either. Just think, bring it up as high as you can, keeping the leg as straight as possible, coming back to center on the other side as well. What I'm trying not to do is scrunch. I'm not trying to bend in my hip, right, in order to bring that up every time. Trying to keep my core stable. Right, just like this as I move the leg, not scrunching through here as I move the leg. All right, ending not only Saturday's training, but this week's strength training is 100-meter sled lunge, okay? So you're gonna start from the bay door to the stop sign and back. That is 100 meters, okay? Using the harness for this one. And again, what weight? That's gonna have to be your call. You're gonna have to try, practice around. I've got a 25-pound plate on mine. And it's not that it's heavy. I'm just trying to figure out how much do I lean forward, right? I don't want to like only lean into it, and that's what does it, right? Like that, I leaned into it and I barely used my leg drive. I'm trying to still stay as tall. There you go. As tall as possible. Trying to treat as much as possible like a normal lunge. Taking my time, resting where I need to with this one. And that is just going to be a one-time 100-meter lunge.